The glutes are the most powerful muscle in your body. The problem with most athletes is they don't really know how to use their glutes to their full potential. The reason they don't know how to use their glutes is because their glutes are underactive. An underactive glute can lead to poor performance or injury. So why are the glutes so important for athletic potential? Well, let's take a vertical jump for example. As I go down into a vertical jump, you can see that my hips are actually being sent back. This is called hip flexion. In order for myself to get out of this position, my glutes need to fire at a high rate, and as I extend, my glutes are being activated for me to extend at the hip. So if your glutes are weak or underactive, this can lead to poor performance in your jump, meaning you don't jump as high. One movement assessment we like to look at is the glute bridge to see if our athletes' glutes are actually working the way we want them to work. So taking this into account, the glute bridge will be lying down on our back, on the ground here, feet flat on the floor, lower back's to the ground. I'm gonna make sure my abs are tight, and all I'm gonna do from here is just lift up my hips, squeezing out my glutes. The problem we find with most athletes is that they don't feel their glutes. They could find that their hamstrings are really tight, their quads are really tight, or their low back's kind of hurting during this movement. So we have a few corrections that we like to give to our athletes if they're having any of those three issues. So like I said earlier, we have three faults when it comes to the glute bridge. First, we're gonna look at the quad. And as I extend my hips into the air, say that athlete feels a lot of tension in their quads. I'm gonna have the athlete both move their feet out a little bit away from their body, lift their toes up into the air, and then complete that lift with their hips up into the air. You should feel a lot more into the glutes here, and a lot less tension off the quads. Now, say that athlete is having issues feeling tightness in their hamstrings as they extend their hips. It's gonna be a completely different issue. So I raise my hips up in the air. That athlete is saying, oh, I'm finding a lot of stiffness in my hamstrings here. So I'm gonna do the opposite of what I did with my quads. I'm gonna bring my feet in a little bit towards me, and I'm gonna complete that lift. And as I lift up into the air, actually, I like to give the cue that we're gonna slide our feet away from us a little bit. We're gonna push our feet away from us, continue to lift the hips up in the air, solely feeling the glutes fire in this position. And then the last one we're gonna do, the lower back pain. I like to add an external object to this one. We're gonna take a band, just a normal band. I'm gonna wrap it around the back. And as I'm in this position, I'm gonna raise my hips up into the air, just like I would. Now once again, this athlete was having lower back pain, and I'm gonna have that athlete push this band up into the air. And as he pushes, he's gonna get really stiff in his abs and really tighten his abs. This is gonna help create core or abdominal stiffness and activation there. And he should feel that his lower back pain goes away, and he's able to feel the glutes a lot more. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please go ahead and try out these exercises and see if your glutes are working the way that they should.